What's going on, Bull fam? All right, man. So I'm a little late on it because, yeah, it's just been crazy busy, but I don't really know how to feel right now. So, like, I'm happy, but at the same time, I'm like, man, is this team teasing me? Either way, you know what? We got the win. We, I don't know, man. I'm still in shock. Because the thing is, like, even when we play bad teams, because I know the competition wasn't the best, but we're not known for blowing teams out. And now that's 2 weeks in a row. 2 weeks in a row that we blow a team out. 2 weeks in a row that our defense plays lights out. 2 weeks in a row that Brandon Staley has a good defensive plan. Um, yeah, man, this is new to me. I'm not really, like I said, I'm not sure how to feel. And I'm still, like, one of the things I said on my last video is if we're going to take this team seriously, we have to beat the Bears, the Jets, and now the real test starts to come along, and that is going to be the Detroit Lions. That is a very good team with a great offensive line, great receivers, great running backs. They have a great secondary. I mean, this is going to be a very tough team to beat. They are a very complete team, a very well-balanced team. So I think this is going to be the next challenge for the Chargers. I felt like for the Bears, you know, they're on their third string QB. They're having a lot of issues on both sides of the ball. You look at then the Jets, who are elite defensively, but offensively are just completely challenged. They cannot move the ball. So I'm not taking nothing away from the Chargers. So these were games that if we were going to be a playoff team, these are games that playoff teams win. And I feel good about it. Like I'm not so concerned with the offense because, I mean, if I really take a look at the big picture, we look at Patrick Mahomes. He struggled against his team. Honestly, the Jets should have won that game. The Jets also scored more on the Chiefs than they did on us. You had Josh Allen ended up struggling with this team. Again, the Jets scored more on this Bills team than they did on us. And the Eagles' only loss came to the Jets, and they even scored more on them than they did on us. So that's like what's really surprising me. We held this team down more than the Eagles, the Bills, and the Chiefs, which are all teams that are going to be contending for a Super Bowl. So that kind of like gets my hopes up a bit. Like, can we actually make a run at this? Can we turn this around? Can we start believing in Staley? I'm not sure if that's going to be the case, but I'm feeling better about it. But like I said, we have to see how we play against the Lions. Can Staley continue to have a good defensive plan? Our pass rushers are looking healthy. Now, can you stay healthy all season? Because all three of them out there together seems to be extremely dynamic. They're getting to the QB. Man, I love the pressure that we're getting from both of them, or all three of them. But they have a really good test next week because I said they have a great offensive line. They're coming off a bye week, and prior to that, they ended up getting absolutely annihilated by the Ravens. So they're going to come out ready to play. They've had 2 weeks to prepare for us, and it's just going to be something we got to be ready for. So Staley, this is going to be your big test. If you really want to start swaying people the other direction, this game, look, I understand if you lose this game. I'm not going to be like this is a must win because it is a good team. But you do have to get this team to start beating good teams. Like, if we're going to contend for anything, we have to start competing with these better teams. Because we still got the Ravens on the schedule. We still got the Chiefs again and the Bills. Also, you know what? I am worried about the Patriots game because Justin Herbert has never done well against the Patriots. The Chargers pretty much organizationally have never done good against the Patriots. So I feel like that could be a trap game. But either way, we do got to start winning some of these like really good. We still got to start beating some of these good teams, man. But the concerns I have offensively, though, I think are the offensive line, man. I thought the offensive line this year was probably going to be the best it's been. But I was wrong, man. So far, like, they just don't look good. Herbert just does not have time to throw. He's constantly under pressure. Also, it just feels like the receiving core is not great. I don't know if they're just not, if Herbert's not finding, or if Johnson's just not getting open, man. Like, that part is still bugging me. How come he just can't get anything going? But it's just kind of something to look out for because we're not going to have Palmer for quite a while. So I don't know what this team is going to do offensively. Like, they have to scheme guys open better. We need to get the ball to Everett, man. I love watching him run the ball. He's just a beast whenever he gets the ball in open space, man. He's so hard to tackle. Keenan Allen's going to be a monster, and I want him to have some playoff success. I really want Keenan Allen to be able to, go deep and have a great playoff run. I think he's a top-tier wide receiver, and you know what? He deserves to be in the postseason. It was amazing to see Derwin James have a great game, man. Vato, bro, man, he played out of his mind, man. He was making some great plays. We only had one pass interference call from what I remember, but I feel good, man. This was a good win. It was a good win. The offense does need to pick it up. I still want this team to play a full 4 quarters of good football. It just feels like it's either the defense is on or the offense is on. We don't ever get them at the same time, which I think is big. So I want that to change. But, man, I'm feeling good, man. I know this is just my opinion on it, but I don't know how y'all feel, whether it's like, how you guys are feeling about this team, because I don't want to feel like I'm being teased. I don't want to jump straight back into this team's lap and, be all hyped up every week just for them to start playing like they were before. But right now, I'm not going to lie, I'm extremely impressed. I mean, man, I don't remember the last time the Chargers manhandled teams the way they just did 2 weeks straight. I mean, they looked good defensively the entire way, and I'm like, Brandon, I don't know whether you just started to simplify the defense. I don't know whether maybe everything started to click for the defense right now, but my God, they look amazing right now. One thing you're also not getting credit for that I think you should be getting credit for right now is going to be the rush defense. That run defense has been incredible. I mean, I remember getting ran all over last year, and this year it just feels like teams cannot run the ball on us. And if we can put defensive efforts like this, we can contend for a Super Bowl. Justin Herbert will have some help. He finally doesn't have to carry the team. He doesn't have to be. This was the first time I remember that we can honestly say that we didn't need the offense. With that punt return alone, we would have won this game. But, I mean, it's kind of a nice change of pace to see that we don't have to live and die by Herbert. This was great, and I feel like this could be a good confidence builder where it's like maybe he doesn't feel like he has to, take the risk sometimes or have to, like, be the superhero all the time. He can just, like, play the game. And I feel like that's all he had to do against the Jets. Just don't turn the ball over. I wish we would have been at least able to move the ball a little more, like at least nickel and dime down the field. But it's fine. This week he did not need to do anything spectacular. He just needed to let the defense take care of business, and he just needed to make sure he didn't lose the game. Cool, man. That was great. It's nice to know that we can win a game a different way. We still have to work on the our rushing attack because that still has not looked great. But I don't know how well that's going to pick up with how bad our offensive line looks. Corey Linsley's been missed. I don't know if he comes back this season. So, yeah, man, that's just going to be one of the things we need to figure out. But for the most part, man, I'm impressed. Step 2 has been complete. We have beat the Bears. We have beat the Jets. Now the big test is coming, man. How can we play against the Lions? Like I said, it's not a must-win at this point. I would love a win, man. If we somehow beat them, man, I'm going to be on cloud 9. But to me, the thing that I'm going to be looking at is how do we game plan for this team? Can we compete with them? Can our defense continue to play the way they've been playing? Can our offense become a little more consistent? Can we put some quarters of football together where the defense and the offense are playing at a high level? Can we continue to find ways to win without Herbert having to just put on the superhero cape? But I feel good right now. Like, outside of the offensive line concerns, like I said, Herbert played as well as he could have, looking at how all the QBs played against his Jets team. But like I said, we still need to get more wins. If we're going to start cementing him in that top 5 conversation, we got to get more wins. We got to get to the postseason. We got to get a postseason win. And this team, the way they looked, man, they can compete. Now, can we do it again, though? That's going to be the big thing. But, yeah, man, those are just my opinions. I was hyped. And I know I'm late on it, but, man, I was hyped to, like, see that, man. It was That's 2 weeks in a row I didn't have to take my anxiety medication to watch this team. Because Jesus Christ, man. It feels nice to not have to stress. So this is what a good team feels like, huh? Let's just hope we can keep it up, man. But for sure we're gonna talk about this Lions game soon. Hopefully, I mean, I don't know how y'all feeling, man. Y'all feeling good? Teased? Do you feel like this is the turnaround? Like, what do you think is gonna happen here against the Lions? Because we are projected to lose this game. So you know, I want to see how your guys' thoughts are. What do you think? Who do you think is gonna win? Do you feel anxious? Do you think this team is just a fluke? Do you think like this team is gonna come out and play well against the Lions? Like, I don't know, man. I want to hear your thoughts and how you're feeling. But all right, cool, man. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.